Hi, welcome back to So Sweet. We did it. We're perfect.
Yes.
It only took 32.
We did it. We're perfect. You sound like me. We did it. We're perfect.
I know. Things rub off. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Things rub off sometimes. We're perfect.
We're
got
perfect.
It. I think you've allowed my Virgo side to come out more.
I feel like I really have. Yeah. I feel like you're embracing it.
I am.
More. Yeah.
I am.
I need to be perfect. Well, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome to our podcast. So, what do we do here? We
are souls that meet.
That's it.
Yes. Bye.
Thank you.
Why
are we jokesters today? We're comedic.
I know. I think we're excited for dinner. We're having dinner. She's making dinner for the both of us, which she usually does. And I think we're excited for that.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm
excited.
We're gonna get there.
Yeah.
But to remind you, to whoever's coming back, or to let you know if you're here for the first time, we are two best friends who dissect Reddit stories.
We get it from Am I the Asshole? But we name it here.
Am I in the wrong?
To keep it a little bit more welcoming.
Yes.
Even though we swear a lot here, too.
Yes, I know. We're like, we're not going to say am I the asshole.
And then we're like, fucking. Anyway, so we pick stories. We don't read the story, though. We only read the title.
Yes.
And we're reading the stories here with you for the first time. And then we play piedra, papel o tijera, which is rock, paper, scissors in Spanish. And whoever wins gets to go first and gives her perspective. And then the loser goes second.
And has to come up with a different perspective, which sometimes we're super successful, like last episode.
We were like...
Last week, we were incredible.
I know.
We love it because in both, not in both, but we we actually get excited when we can actually disagree in something.
Yes.
Because some stories is like, this is obvious. But when you get to disagree, you can actually get to see both sides.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel better because it's like, actually this makes sense in somebody else's brain.
Exactly. And that's the thing with life.
I know. And that's why we're doing this, actually.
Yes.
We have to remember the purpose of this. This is how it started. The fact that we have a friendship in which we really, truly are able to give each other all perspectives. Sometimes there are more than two.
Oh, most of the time it's more than two. It's this person, the person you have the problem with, their parents, their grandparents, their friend, their dog.
Their dogs. The dogs. You never know. Whatever the dog is feeling,
the human feels. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, we're going on and on.
Yes.
But
I hope you're still watching. You didn't pause.
I know my mom is watching for sure.
My mom too. Mommies.
Hola, mommy. Okay. First story. I will go first because that's just what normally happens here.
She always wants to go first.
So,
she nener asks me.
And
this is like super disrespectful, I'm going to start being like, maybe complain to HR.
HR. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Am I in the wrong for wanting to walk away from my marriage and the child we were raising after finding out the child is biologically my husband's?
What?
Exactly. I read this and I was like, no, I need to know what I need to know.
Maybe it's biologically not my husband's.
No. There's a lot to this, and it's all newly revealed to me, so I'm still processing, and I'm sure I'll be all over the place. I'm so angry about all of this. My husband's sister adopted a child 4 years ago. She had talked before about being a single mom by choice, and when her friend had a child, she didn't want to raise the baby. She said it made sense to step in and offer to become the baby's mom. Everyone was supportive and welcomed the child into the family.
Okay.
2.5 years ago, my husband's sister was diagnosed with MS.
I'm already seeing what's happening here.
Do you see messy?
This is messy.
Oh, she unfortunately declined rapidly and asked us to take the child in, and we agreed. We had not yet had children of our own, and that at that point made it easier. We made sure she still spent time with her child, and she asked that we continue raising the child. My husband never acted weird around the child, never acted like he had some secret. He acted like an uncle willing to step in and raise his sister's child. Recently, his sister confessed to me that my husband was the biological father of this child.
This is why she stepped in.
Exactly. It's her freaking niece. She said my husband and her best friend used to hook up occasionally, and he did it again right before we got married. And this child is the result of his infidelity. Oh, I was sick. She told me she couldn't keep lying to me because it would eventually come out, and she wanted to minimize the damage. I confronted my husband, and he denied it, so I asked him to do a DNA test. He's the father. No doubt. DNA confirmed he is the biological father. He told me nothing happened since we were married, and he loves me, and he's sorry for what he did. He said it was a drunk night before our wedding, and he would never do something like that again. Then he said he wanted us to be a family and offered to adopt his child and raise them as our own. He told me this doesn't have to end us. I left the house and have been staying with my sister since the DNA results. I'm disgusted and don't want to sign up for this. I know that baby is innocent, but I now can only see what my husband did and cannot imagine raising the child and acting like their mom and, oh my God, keeping my husband in my life. My husband's sister has reached out to apologize multiple times, and she told the rest of their family the truth. My husband's parents have tried to contact me to get me back to my husband. They have told me I have a family now, and I can't leave, especially not with their daughter unable to raise this baby. I had to block them because their messages were blaming and shaming me more and more for not agreeing to marriage counseling and moving forward as a family. I don't see a way back from this, but I have been in this child's life since birth and raised them for more than a year and a half. I just know I could never be a good mom to them knowing what I know. Am I in the wrong for wanting to walk away?
Oh my God.
Whew.
Okay, I guess we can try.
There's definitely
Because this,
plenty of sides, but
yeah. Piedra, papel o tijera.
Un,
1,
dos,
2, 3. Ha! Another
God,
week.
God heard you.
God. Oh, you said God likes me.
Actually, what I said, and you can play it back for proof. What I said was, let's see if God hears you. You took it as likes it. I just went with it.
heard likes
I just went with it.
This is something that happened last week.
I was like, what's in the back of her head there?
You should have told me that's what you meant. I was like,
no, I like that more. I like that more.
You were like, that's fine. That's what she
let's
believes.
see. Let's find out if God likes you, actually.
Wow, is she in the wrong? She's not. To me, she's not in the wrong. I think this is one of those situations that whatever you choose is like fair, man. Fair.
Yes.
I feel like if it's really gonna have something to do about like, it's gonna be about the child, and then it's gonna be about your husband. First, I think you should focus on choosing one of the two. Do you want to be part of this child's life as a mom because that's what you've been doing for the past year and a half, and you feel like now like a mom, and you actually, I feel like if you've been raising somebody for a year and a half, you kind of could get some sort of like custody. Like if you really truly feel like, wow, this is a child that I have been a mom to for almost 2 years, and I feel like I could get like, this is something that you could legally figure out. That's like a separate side of things.
Yeah.
Now your husband, is this something that you could accept? Is this something that you actually want to like look away and say, okay, he did it before the marriage, blah blah blah? We do know that there are couples that have been able to get past something like this. I think I would like to know if he knew. Like, I wonder, did he not know?
I don't know. Yeah.
It's bad altogether that he was cheating on you before the marriage. But like, to me specifically, as a woman, what I think I know now, obviously I'm not in this situation, so other feelings could be involved. But to me, I would not be with him just because to think that he knew that that was his child, or he knew that could possibly be his child, and he didn't jump to the option or to the possibility of being like, shoot, this is my child, now I have to face this.
Yeah.
And he let your sister take over. To me, this is like, this is not the type of man that I would want.
No.
I wouldn't want a man but beside me altogether. So to me, just to keep it short and sweet, because obviously I could keep going about all the kinds of this is wrong, his family telling you that this is your fault or blaming you. No, like there's two different situations here. Your relationship with this child, and that would mean, I think you're very honest to say to the world, I don't know how to look at this child, because I also don't think this child deserves to have a mother who's going to grow resentment towards them. So I think it's very honest for you. I feel really bad that this is a child that is living all of these different situations, like the friend and the now the sister and then another mother, blah blah blah. But like, again, it's a matter of like, if you feel that you can really give this child a proper loving home, I understand you being like, I'm so sorry, but I can't do this. Like, biological parents sometimes are able to say, I can't raise a baby, I can't raise a child. You are 100% okay with saying the same thing. So I don't think you're in the wrong.
Yeah.
All of these people are toxic, because you can't tell me he didn't think of it. You can't tell me the sister didn't go to him and say, this is your freaking child, and he let you believe that he wasn't. No.
And he agreed to not adopt, but he agreed to take on this child without even talking to her, the wife, about the reality and the truth of where this child came from.
Yeah,
I don't believe it for a second.
Yeah, he agreed to let her raise a child without her knowing that he was the dad. Like, that is all kinds of coward. I'm sorry.
Don't even know if I have another take.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think the only take for me is the child, but then again, you could still be part of the child's life without being married to
him,
without with walking away from your husband, because I would definitely walk away from not only the husband but the entire family, because the sister also, if I'm pretty sure, if it wasn't for the fact that now the sister is not doing well and her health is declining, she wouldn't have shared the truth of where
I would, to my brother, I would have been like, you are like, the moment that I know that my best friend is pregnant from my brother, and I know my brother is getting married, I would have not, like, I would be like, you need to need to face
well, that's
this.
what I'm saying. It's the entire family.
Entire family.
I would walk away from the entire family, because
walk away. Yeah.
Clearly, there's no respect for you here at all whatsoever. There's no consideration. Like, think about it. Letting you raise a child that is actually your husband's and you don't know it. That's so messed up.
Mm-hmm.
That's so messed up. And then the family, like, manipulating her and shaming her for walking away and saying, oh, you're married now, you have to do this. No, you don't. There's nothing that you need to do. Your husband, because I'm sorry, that I hate this whole before marriage, like, guys having fun. Why are you choosing to get married if you feel the need to still do this, to go and get drunk and cheat on your fiance?
Evidently, you're not sure of anything if this is something that you still want. And I'm not saying physical wants or desires are not gonna come up.
Normal.
But what you do with those things, how you react after you have those desires and wants and needs, that's what makes you a man that is actually making a choice, a real choice.
Yes.
And also taking somebody along with you.
Yeah.
So,
and for me, the fact that you're not married yet doesn't matter. For me, you knowing that you're engaged and you're going to be married very soon, you're married.
That's it.
You're married.
Yeah. You're committed. It's already a commitment. a
Yeah.
commitment that works before. Yes, we do know that papers work in many different ways, like blah, blah, like all these different things and protocols, and nice, good. You're talking to two married women. But I'm saying like it's the same type of commitment that just goes into like a more serious logistic wise.
Yeah.
But like no, like you're committed
No,
already from before. And if you think, man, if somebody's listening out there and you really think that, oh, it's because we weren't married, it should be kind of allowed. It's not allowed. It's bad.
it's
And
never
women,
allowed.
don't accept that, oh, it's because it was before the marriage. It doesn't matter before or after the
No.
marriage. He is not respecting you.
No. Would it be okay if you're just dating, boyfriend, girlfriend, and he does that
And he
because
did it
you're
a
not
couple
married?
times. It wasn't even like, oh, it was a night. We were both drunk, and it was the biggest mistake of my life. And I always make this distinction of like, how does someone cheat? And it's like, man, like I've seen and I've heard stories about people who genuinely made a mistake one night and they're like super sorry. But like they were cheating occasionally. Like they were doing this behind your back
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't
and
think
didn't say anything. Like you make a mistake, you freaking say something the next
you
day.
say something exactly.
The next day.
For me it's the hiding and the lying. On top of the fact, the act, it's already messed up, but it's the lying and the
The
hiding
hiding. You're
that
right.
you at least don't have the respect to tell me and let me make my choice if I want to continue this or not. Because I'm sure some women out there would appreciate the truth so much that they could try to make it work.
Yeah.
At least I know the truth and thank you. I respect you for that.
And even like, hey, this happened. If that was like like an only one time
A
type of
one-time
thing,
thing, yeah.
hey, this happened. Do you wanna get married to me after this happens? Like I know I it's because you respect the other person to know that they don't deserve
You don't
going
deserve
into a
that.
marriage being deceived like this. No.
Yeah. And then created a child on top of that. Oh,
Oh,
no, you're not in the wrong.
feel so
Walk
bad for
away.
this child though.
I know, I feel really bad
Oof.
for the child.
Okay. My mom admits she resents me for needing therapy when she started blending our family with her husband's, and I told her it was her job to help her kid. Am I in the wrong? My dad died because of a seizure when I was 6. I'm 17, male.
Oh.
My mom and I were there for the whole thing, and it was traumatic. Mom started dating again a year later, but she didn't meet her husband until I was 9. They dated for something like 5 months before they started doing stuff with me and his kids. I struggled hard with him and his kids' presence. For me, the hardest parts were changing things so that we had time for them and
Mm.
including them in the family. It bothered me. Worse, when mom wanted my paternal relatives to get to know them and treat his kids like they were more grandkids and
Oh
cousins.
my God.
For me, that showed in really weird ways. I wasn't sleeping good and having bad dreams. I was losing focus in school, and after a while, I would puke whenever we were supposed to spend time with them. Oh, it
Oh.
wasn't intentional either, but I would get so worked up, I'd puke a ton. My mom talked to me about it, and I got mad about her letting them take over our life. And I told her I hated how much we saw them, and I didn't want that. And they weren't really my family, and they needed to stay away from my dad's family and stuff like that. Mom walked away and didn't address it for weeks. I don't know how long it was exactly, but she was distant for weeks. And then
Wow.
she said she had decided to send me to a therapist. I did a few sessions alone with the therapist, and she included my mom in too, and then went back to just me. She spoke to mom a few times and gave me a heads up in advance and asked if it was okay to share things I had said. I was fine with that, so she went ahead and did that. Over 2 years ago, over 2 years, I talked about a lot of stuff with the therapist and with my mom. I did different kinds of homework, and eventually, mom moved in with her husband and married him. She stopped trying to involve my step siblings in my dad's family, and I stopped resenting them existing in our space at all.
Mhm.
Mom agreed to doing one on one time with me and doing things to remember dad on his birthday and Father's Day, but she never did those things. Oh, I agreed to spend time with her husband's kids to try and get along better, and I did for a while, but I stopped after a few months. Those things meant we lived together without fighting, but we didn't blend either. I accepted her husband, and his kids were with us now and technically a part of the family, but didn't work on developing relationships with them individually. For the last 2 years, my mom has been open about resenting me because I needed therapy.
Wow.
She said she feels like it was a waste of time because we never blended, but admits to resenting me for not just being happy for her and being an easy kid who was happy to have more family and embraced it without the added stress. How old is your mom? 15?
Yeah.
I ignored her when she said those things for a long time because her side of the family would address them and remind her I wasn't her. And as a parent, it was her job to make sure I was doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
The other night, she got really resentful after one of her husband's kids said something about not really knowing me. My mom asked me what she did to deserve the difficult kid and the kid who needed therapy and couldn't be happy for his mom
Oh my
when
God.
she found love again. She told me I delayed her relationship because she had to do the right thing, and it didn't matter anyway because I stopped giving them a chance. I told her she broke her promise to spend one on one time with me and make time for us to remember dad. She told me those were very different things and I was making excuses. I told her it was her job to help her kid and that resenting me for needing that help is shitty, and to still resent me for it is even shittier. Mom told me that wasn't supposed to be my reaction, and I am supposed to feel bad for the stress I caused her
What?
and the delays to her finding happiness again. Please, am I in the wrong? Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
there's definitely no other
Not another
take.
take on me. The narcissistic mother. That's it.
Very narcissistic mother. Oh my God, it
Mm.
screams narcissist. That's so bad. And I feel
so
so
bad.
terrible for this kid. Oh my God, I can only imagine a little boy like having so much anxiety that he throws up before seeing this other family. Like, imagine the amount of anxiety that you have. Oh, that's
It's
so terrible.
it's terrible. It's so sad. It I can only imagine to how it felt to lose your dad.
At such a young age, and you being there. Like, how traumatic is that already?
Exactly. Being there, losing your dad, and I can only imagine that for anybody who is kind of put in a position to having to have a new family when you lost your dad at any point, moving on, seeing your mother move on. I didn't go through that, but I can imagine how that must feel so weird. But in no world is your mom right here because you are a child she's supposed to provide for, and providing is not only putting food on the table, providing is not only giving you a house to live in, providing is also this providing you with help when you need it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you fell, you were walking outside and you fell and your mom doesn't help you, or she says like, oh, do I really have to help you here? No, like, yes, you lost your father figure, and she wants all these different things. She has these expectations about how life is supposed to look like with the husband. I'm sorry, woman, but no, like, no, he doesn't have a responsibility to make your life easier in
No.
that sense. He just has to feel what he needs to feel. Also, the awareness.
No.
I
know.
congratulate you because
He's 17.
he's 17, and the awareness of being like, no, my mom should be providing these things for me, and like, she is making you feel all these different things. So she's saying all these different things that you could pretty much be learning as truth. You could be believing, and they could be destroying your life and your self-esteem, and you're coming up here and being like, I don't think this is right.
Yeah. Good for you. Because it's not. And it's like the complete disregard this mother has towards her son. Because, listen, I'm not saying that. I don't know. I don't know if there's such a thing as a timeline after you lose a husband or a wife, how long until you start dating again. I don't. That's for everybody, right? Mm-hmm. But I think for me, it's the fact that she felt the need to push away her son's needs and feelings in this situation to make sure her husband or her partner at that point and his children are okay. It's this whole like, the world, like, let's make the world look perfect and beautiful when it's not. And
she had an idea of what
it should be. And why are you trying to make your partner and his children happy when you have a son that's clearly suffering and communicating this to you? It's not his responsibility to make sure your life is easier. You are his mother. Imagine what it's like for him. You lost a husband, he lost a father. Being a child and watching his father have a seizure and die. And he's so small. That's already so traumatizing for him. But for you to start dating is one thing. I'm sure he would have coped with it if you did it the right way, which in my opinion is you date someone and you don't introduce them to your child until you're 100% sure
that this is the person.
But you do not prioritize that person over your own child.
Or his kids.
But just imagine how your son feels right now that he's lost a father, and in a way now he's lost his mother too.
Yeah, he did. He lost both.
We
don't know what the relationship was before, but he definitely lost both. I think I'm sensing that he has a good relationship with his father's family, which
I
is
hope so.
good, because that means, okay, at least he has some people in his life.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is just so, I feel so sad that there's people actually growing up in homes where they don't actually feel that that's a safe space and that's a place where they can, that everybody in your home is safe. Because it comes down to that. Like he lives in a home where he doesn't connect with, like, those people aren't family for him. And when you're an adult, you have roommates, you have living situations where you can end up living with people that they're not necessarily family. But to be a young child a teenager and like living at home where people,
and it's not like you don't have a choice. You're forced to be in that situation, and then on top of that, it's just like complete disregard about your feelings. The one thing that his mother did right was put him in therapy.
At least she did, but then
but blames him on top of for needing therapy.
Yeah, and then to blame him and like to throw it in his face, like that's shitty as.
It's a shitty person.
But
like, you are not in the wrong here at all.
And now I think you're thinking, because I think
you're thinking
the thoughts. You're 17, and it looks like now there's gonna start a journey or a path for you to really start accepting who your mother is.
Mm-hmm.
And your mother, time and time again, has showed that for whatever reason, we think obviously there's a lot of narcissism there, but we can't just throw that word out there. But yes,
knows her,
but we just be like, okay, it sounds like somebody who's like making you feel bad for like something that she's responsible for and her happiness, and like you should have been this kid, you should have been that, all those different things. Now there will be like a new path for you to like start just accepting that this is your mom, and it sucks a lot, but the faster you are in therapy and work on things and find information about like, yes, mothers are not perfect, and in this case, more than not perfect, she's also like probably has a lot of issues there. It's not your fault. That's what I want to get. It's not your fault. It's not you. She wouldn't have been happy with that quiet child either. She would have found a way.
Been happy either. Yeah, she wouldn't have been happy. Period. Because you're not the problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. I think keep going with therapy, but come to a realization, understanding, and know that it's her, nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Accept that this is your mother, and as soon as you can, move out.
Move out.
See if you can. Oh my God, move with
the
that
family.
side of the family. Yeah, I would move out of that situation. So
Well, everybody, thank you
for joining us. See you next week.